8 ways this world is going to end. End of the world. The world is planet Earth and all life on it, including human civilization. We are close to our dear planet Earth, even if we might not notice or express it, but we are. We cannot absorb the fact that one day Earth will die, but this is a fact and it can happen in any way. According to scientists, our atmosphere, proximity to the Sun, and countless other beautiful coincidences not only permit living things to survive and evolve, but also thrive. But all good things must come to an end. One day, Earth will be inhospitable to anything resembling life as we know it. This concept is commonly referred to as the end of the world or end times, and its study is called eschatology. Being born and brought up in this multicultural society, we have to study and practice both religion and science. There are many ways scientists believe Earth could die, and we will discuss some of them in this video. Earth's molten core might cool. Earth is surrounded by a protective magnetic shield called the magnetosphere. The field is generated by Earth's rotation, which swirls a thick shell of liquid iron and nickel, the outer core, around a solid ball of metal, the inner core, creating a giant electric dynamo. The magnetosphere deflects energetic particles that emanate from the Sun, changing its size and shape as it gets hit. The resulting flood of high-energy particles that slam into Earth's air can trigger beautiful auroras or sometimes disruptive storms. But if the core cools, we'd lose our magnetosphere and also our protection from solar winds, which would slowly blast our atmosphere into space. Mars, once rich with water and thick atmosphere, suffered the same fate billions of years ago, leading to the nearly airless, seemingly lifeless world we know today. The Sun could start to die and expand. The Sun and our position relative to it is perhaps the most important piece of our existence. It provides us light and energy. Can you even imagine a life without the Sun? I guess the answer is no. But the Sun is still a star, and stars die. Right now, the Sun is midway through life, steadily converting hydrogen into helium through fusion reaction. That won't last forever though. Billions of years from now, the Sun will run low on hydrogen and start fusing helium. It's a more energetic reaction and will push the Sun's layers outward and possibly start pulling the Earth toward the Sun. Conclusively, we'd be incinerated and then vaporized. That, or the Sun's expansion, would push the Earth out of orbit. It die frozen as a rogue planet, untethered to any star and drifting through the void. Earth could get shoved into a deadly orbit. Speaking of rogue planets, worlds often get kicked out of their solar systems during formation. According to recent simulations, in fact, rogue planets may outnumber stars in the Milky Way by 100,000 to 1. One of those rogue planets could drift into the solar system and destabilize the Earth into an extreme and inhospitable orbit. Yes, it can happen. A world that's large enough and drifts close enough could even kick us out of the solar system entirely, or cause us to collide with a nearby planet, like Venus or Mercury. As its own rogue planet, the Earth would become an ice ball. Meanwhile, a significant gravitational shove could also make extreme and deadly seasons that alternate between blizzardingly cold and searingly hot. A rogue planet could hit the Earth. Instead of just passing by and disrupting the Earth's orbit, a drifting world could make a direct hit. It wouldn't be unprecedented. Like life wasn't already scary enough, now we have to worry about another planet shoving into the Earth. About 4.5 billion years ago, a small planet crashed into a larger planet in the solar system, forming the Earth and its moon. A new collision would similarly send debris flying all over the solar system and melt the Earth 100% through. And while the new planet would eventually reform and cool down, it's anyone's guess if it would be habitable. asteroids could bombard the planet. Rocks from space can be pretty destructive. A big one probably wiped out the dinosaurs, though it would take a lot of asteroids to properly dispatch the entire planet. Still, it could happen. Earth was heavily bombarded by asteroids for hundreds of millions of years after it formed. The impacts were so intense that the oceans boiled for a full year. All life was single-celled at that point, and only the most heat-tolerant microbes made it through. Today's larger life forms almost certainly wouldn't make it. Air temperatures could reach more than 900 degrees Fahrenheit for several weeks if we suffered a similar pummeling. Earth could pass too close to a wandering black hole. We don't know much about black holes, but we do know they are so dense that not even light can escape beyond the black hole's event horizon. The scientists think recoiled black holes are out there wandering through space just like rogue planets. It's not inconceivable that one could pass through the solar system. A small black hole might harmlessly pass through the Earth, though anything larger than the mass of the Moon would cause big problems. If light can't escape, the Earth definitely won't. There are two ideas about what could happen after the point of no return given a big enough rogue black hole. Beyond the event horizon, atoms might stretch until they are pulled apart entirely. Other physicists have theorized we'd run right into the end of the universe or end up in an entirely different one. Even if a recoiled black hole misses the Earth, it might pass close enough to cause earthquakes or other devastation, kick us out of the solar system, or spiral us into the Sun. Earth's atmosphere could be obliterated in a gamma-ray burst. Gamma-ray bursts, or GRBs, are one of the most powerful phenomena in the universe. Most are the result of massive stars collapsing when they die. One short blast can emit more energy than our Sun will over the course of its lifetime. That energy has the potential to eradicate the ozone layer, flood the Earth with dangerous ultraviolet light, and trigger rapid global cooling. In fact, a GRB pointed at Earth might have caused the first mass extinction 440 million years ago. Luckily, David Thompson, Deputy Project Director on the Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope, told National Geographic that GRBs weren't really a big concern. The universe could go to pieces in its final big rip. This is the thing that could actually end the whole universe, not just the Earth. A mysterious force called dark energy is pushing the universe apart at a faster and faster rate. If this keeps accelerating, as it seems to be doing now, perhaps 22 billion years from now, the force that keeps atoms together will fail and all matter in the universe will dissolve into radiation. It's possible some microbes will survive to receive a more complex life. But if our destruction is total, we could at least hope some other intelligent life exists out there and can pay its respects. Do share with us what you think how this world might end one day in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you can be notified about our videos. See you in the next video!